got John fucking Doe in the building. What's good, brother?
What's the deal, man? How you feeling?
Oh man, I appreciate you boys coming out here rocking with me, man. Rocking with me. So how was that trip over here, brother?
Man, the trip over here, I took one wrong turn. It put me behind like 5 or 10 minutes, but you know, that's cool. You know
Yeah, it's cool, man.
It's traffic. It's literally called the traffic jam. It's like, it's booby trap, man. I got caught up out there.
People don't realize, everybody want to move to Houston with it. They don't realize the traffic that we got out here is so serious. Like real talk. So let's get right into it, brother. Where you originally from?
I'm originally from New Orleans.
Okay.
I spent years in Baton Rouge, so I'm kind of a mutt in that aspect, so I got to give them credit for part of my upbringing.
Gotcha.
When I was 8, I spent a year out here, so like I moved around a lot, you know what I'm saying? Went to 12 different schools, you did, but
Wow.
yeah. So, I'm from the boot though.
Okay.
I mean, that's home.
That's home. Okay. So what was that like, man? Going to all the different schools. I'm pretty sure you met a lot of people.
What I learned this year, man, is that going to all those different schools, it helped me be good at adapting, but it also made me kind of be like dismissive of like relationships, building relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like learn that the hard way and on my own to like be able to care about actually like being cool with people. You know what I'm saying? So.
But that's my hardest adjustment, man. Especially being in this industry, man. It's like being wary of people. Like I'm actually really standoffish. People think I'm outgoing, but I'm really standoffish because you don't know people's intentions. You know, so that what makes me afraid of people.
Yeah, and they got people that's like real welcoming, and I don't even adapt or accept that as much as I could. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I mean, it was a good thing to be able to adapt and be able to like learn quick and, you know, be able to try to take anything from any situation, because, you know, I might be out of that situation quick. I might be away from this person quick. That also means that I was kind of like, I ain't even gonna be knowing you too much. You know what I'm saying? So like it was easy for me to just kind of brush people off. So
yeah. It's kind of funny.
That was a deeper answer than it probably needed to be.
No,
like, oh, that was cool, man.
That's what we want, man. We want the real deal. It's kind of funny how we met, because my cameraman over there, Mr. Youngblood, James Youngblood, behind the lens over there. Don't plug your business, brother.
Hey, Youngblood Management and Investments. Why am I?
Management and investments.
Young Management and Investments.
Like
www.youngbloodmgmt.com.
Yeah.
You can catch these videos here on
yeah.
Youngblood Legacy.
Hey,
word.
The video's gonna be up soon. So we was at the Bun B release party over there at Prospect Park over there. Found me Prospect. I need some money. So we over there, and you and James started talking.
Yep.
And I asked James, I'm like, so I think we introduced, we kind of spoke.
Yeah.
And then I was like, how you know this young man? He was like, man, I just met him.
I don't really talk to nobody, man. It's not my setting. That's more DJ Waynehead right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was perfect though. That was a perfect segue. You know what I'm saying? The money maker.
Yeah.
Money started talking to me, and
There
young
it is.
investors came over there talking to me.
Yeah, when the money started talking, man, and then we set it up. Next thing you know, a couple weeks later, we here, bro.
And you followed through quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You was about it. You was like, let's get it. So we got it.
Bro, I don't believe in waiting no more, man. Because you wait and then you miss your opportunity.
Exactly.
Something always comes up.
Exactly.
So what was your first song you did, bro?
Whew.
Yeah, we gonna go
First
back.
song I recorded, or just like the first song I wrote?
Recorded.
Ah,
Let's do both.
Shit. I've been writing since I was 10.
Okay.
My first rap was like, I was a hot boy jockey. I just sounded like I was hot boy. So
Yeah.
I call myself Lil T, obviously. I mean, not little, who not the first initial of their name.
Yeah.
When they 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was me. First song I recorded. God, damn. Hold on, bro. Cause I remember my first tape. I remember the songs on it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the first song initially was. It was probably like, before that. Okay, I recorded in a closet when I was 19.
Okay. You already knew about
Closet in
acoustics
college.
then.
Yeah, well, by mistake.
Yeah.
That's all we had. We had a closet. It wasn't even closed all the way, and we had the cover over the closet.
Say it sounded better in the closet.
It said it didn't. It sounded trash, but like it was cool because I still was out rapping them boys. I can curse.
Yeah.
Alright, word. I was out rapping them niggas, the
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I was out rapping the boys, but like, you know, it didn't sound well, but it was still like to the point where I was at Louisiana Tech and we were recording the songs or whatever. You know, 17 people were here and they'd be like, "Oh man, you killed them." It's like, yeah. I killed them once I grew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then when I got back, I went to Baton Rouge and started recording with my partner. We recorded like 5 songs or whatever. After that, I started taking it serious myself, taking out my bread, put it up, and I started recording on my own. My first mixtape.
Damn.
So I went straight to like, it was like one of the good studios in the city.
Gotcha.
And I started recording my first mixtape right there because I was like, oh, if I can make it sound better, and I already rap,
Yeah.
started doing that. So first song, I think it was, I don't know, we was listening to a lot of Lil Wayne at the time. It was probably a cover of freestyles.
Yeah. So what's your writing process like now? Starting from there and now, how does it work?
I like these questions. What up, cuz? Writing process now. Most of the time, man, I hope ain't no cops. Look, I write while I drive, honestly.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm in the car the most, and I can just throw some beats on, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm just feeling like just trying to see what I could come up with.
Mhm.
Most of the time, I just jump on whatever site I can find beats on, a bunch of beats,
Yeah.
and I just kind of like stroll through them, whether it's SoundClick or YouTube or something, just to see what I can come up with, you know,
Gotcha.
just to keep my juices flowing or whatever. So I'll be writing and just see whatever concepts I come up with the hook. I done wrote like whole song, like 3 whole songs in between like an hour trip, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just because it's like, if that's when I got not as many distractions. You can do the voice text or whatever if you need to, you know what I mean? If you really want to be safe, you can do like this. I got swipes, so I, text quicker than, man, look, I shouldn't even be saying this. But basically, I text and drive, but I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So,
but that's when you're in your element.
yeah, that's when I'm in my element. That's when I got the most free time, the fewest distractions, and I'm able to just kind of just let my brain flow. There's nobody around me trying to influence me what to say. There's not a whole lot of things to try to take my mind towards one thing or another. In here, I might come up with a song and I'll be like, oh, okay, they got ass right there, and they got this show was there, and this happened there, so I'm already got influences, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to just do it in the car. So that's when I write a lot of music, man. But I still write. Now I write in my phone, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm not Jay-Z with it, but I'm not pen and pad as much anymore.
Gotcha.
I wish I was, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Eminem.
Yeah.
But I usually hit a beat and then do my thing, man.
So it's within a matter of a couple of hours you can have a whole song like.
Recording, yeah. As far as just making a song, I can make a song within like 30 minutes to an hour. Just depends on what the song is.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration?
All my songs, man, no matter how much, just if I'm just rapping to say I'm rapping and just to prove to myself and other people that I can rap, or whether it's a more constructed song, all of it's based off of something true.
Okay.
If you hear me say in a song that I hit a fly and watched it die, like just something simple,
Yeah.
best believe
Yeah.
they got a fly dead somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Gotcha.
I try to be inspired by my real life or something that I seen happen. Like I don't like fabricate. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I elaborate on something, like as far as my mind goes somewhere based off of something that inspired me, okay, cool.
Gotcha.
But I let everyday situations inspire me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So a lot of the music that I make, even if it's playful, it has the content of being based off of truth. You know?
Gotcha. What's your do you have a major backing, like support system behind you? No? So it's all
It's out of pocket.
Okay.
Everything out of pocket.
But as far as like your peers, do you get a lot of good feedback from people? Let's just say you throw an idea to somebody, do you have someone or a lot of people that you can go to and be like, man, what do you think about this?
Right now I'm constructing a team, but it's mostly for the business and the execution of everything that I need to do, not necessarily for the creative part of it.
Okay.
I don't have necessarily a team, but I do have like some rap homies that I respect and that respect me, and I have a few friends that I've been knowing for some years that heard some of my early stuff, so I know I can hit up like my boy Ryan. I know I can hit up Ryan, and stuff. There's a few people that basically I can hit up and they'll know that, like, one of my partners hit me was like, I like it, but you don't sound hungry enough. You know what I'm saying? Like
Honest.
somebody like that. Where I'm just like, I want to say, well, fuck you too, but I also appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like that, I can always hit them up for feedback. So I don't necessarily have a team, but I do have people where I respect their opinion. I know they respect my craft enough to the point where I can hit them up. One of my uncles, and he'll listen to anything that I send him. If I send him me burping on the track, he'd be like, yeah, man, you could have came on it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So do you move? Are you usually like solo, or do you have like? When out and about, I think you was solo when I seen you.
Yeah, I was there with my PR was there. She was the one that invited me. But I mean, for the most part, bro, I rock. When my creative director was out here, it would be me and her. People thought she was my old lady because it wasn't. Yeah. It was just for the sake of networking. You know what I'm saying? So even nowadays, it was not somebody that I'm just cool with, and I'm like, hey, do you want to go to this event? 90% of the time it's gonna be me solo dolo because I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. I ain't trying to fight nobody. I'm there to network, to chill, to drink, to whatever. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I'm doing, I can do it by myself. You know, so I'm mostly solo.
So then you just mentioned something about your PR. How did you know that you needed to hire these people to get you to the level that you're trying to go to?
Tell you the truth, man, I've been doing so much on my own, and like I told you earlier about like not trusting people, not being willing to accept help and shit like that, and didn't even realize it. You know what I mean? So what I'm seeing with everybody consistently is that, they got some type of support system. If not a PR, if not an assistant, at least a homie, at least a this, at least a that. Yeah. So I've always prided myself on being able to do as much as possible by myself, but I can't be everywhere at once. And when this becomes more for me to handle, I want to already be prepared versus be scrambling for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's my biggest thing too, bro.
Yeah, bro. And honestly, the other thing is that networking requires people to be in the networking mindset at all times. The PR can do that better, more efficiently, more consistently than I can. Because sometimes I don't feel like even I was like that Bun B event that I met you at. Yeah. I wouldn't have met you if I went with my first mind, which is like, do you really feel like getting out the bed?
Yeah.
You don't feel like getting out the bed. Like, man, go ahead and jump on this PlayStation, or like jump in this bed, bro. You've been working all day, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I've been doing, I felt like that's what and then I was like, there's many more events that's going to be more important. Yeah. That's going to be at a bigger level, and if I start with the mindset that I don't feel like it, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? As the opportunities get bigger, I got to stop bullshitting. Basically, is what I told myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here now because I didn't bullshit that night. Come on. So how many more nights I need to not bullshit? And it's like every night. You know what I'm saying? Every opportunity needs to be treated that way because it can bring me here and it can bring me anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So
it's true.
Again, I appreciate it. And
I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. That just came from trusting my PR, listening to her, trusting myself to get up out the bed, you know what I'm saying, and having a conversation with this brother. You know what I mean? So there was so many connections that got made that night just based off the fact of me just saying, get out the bed. Yeah. You know what I mean? So get out the bed every day. You did.
Man, you have some dope ass in action photos on your page, man. So what is that like performing? Because I know when I'm DJing, you know, when I know I got the crowd rocking, it's a hell of a feeling. What is that like actually performing, rapping something that you created? See, I'm playing other people's music, right? But this is something came from your mind, and people are, you know, listening to it.
I've said that in an interview before, as far as like the feeling, knowing that a thought in my head ended up making somebody feel, say, or interact in the way that they did. So honestly, when it comes down to that part, as far as like somebody giving me feedback on the actual music, that's super important to me because I put a lot into the artistry of it, and I know the amount of time that I put into my craft over the years. As far as the performance part, I'm always nervous before I get up. Yeah. But it's always that nervousness. I always feel like I gotta outperform. I gotta perform the nervousness out of my system. You know what I'm saying? So I always end up giving 117%, and because I love it, man. I love seeing people. I love seeing people's face change. I love seeing people in the back of the club or the crowd or whatever, like turn around and start nodding their head. I love seeing people like sitting in their chair trying to sit still but they can't. I love people that's in the front fucking with me. Like everything my goal is to make sure that whoever's listening, whoever's within earshot, and they even have their ears open a little bit, they at least can say, "Oh, fuck with this dude." Like I don't know him, or I don't like him, or whatever it is that they preconceived notion. Like if nothing else, they're not gonna be able to take away the fact that I'm performing.
Yeah.
I'm giving them my all. I'm sweating. I'm willing to sweat.
Yeah.
I tell people when they get off stage, I'll be like, "Bro, hey, if you ain't sweating, son, you ain't doing nothing."
You ain't
Before
working.
you get on stage, you know what I mean? If you ain't sweating, you ain't working. And maybe they just got good metabolism. I don't care.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got a job or something.
Yeah.
I just better see some sweat. You know, so for me, it's really important for people to feel my performance because I feel like I was good at that before I was good at making music. You know what I mean? So yeah, super important.
Okay, well we're gonna take a break. We're gonna go right into your song "Coldest," and when we come back, we have a few more questions, and then we're gonna let you get on out of here to beat that Houston traffic because it's something serious. We got John fucking Doe, Kirk, "Coldest." I'm about to say coolest, but coldest. DJ Waynehead, let's get it.
John fucking Doe, John F. Kennedy, John Figgity Dick. You dig? Look, all your shit ain't poppin', we gon' get it there. I make everything cold, feel it in the air. You say I ain't on my J.O., what the fuck you mean? Bitch, I'm like the coldest you never seen. All your shit ain't poppin', we gon' get it there. I make everything cold, feel it in the air. You say I ain't on my J.O., what the fuck you mean? Bitch, I'm like the coldest you never seen. Mr. Freeze, gone with the breeze. I'ma blow up Donnie on them keys, ghetto symphonies. She gon' blow me down when I come around. If she say she like direction, I'ma tell her, baby, hit your knees. Bitch, I'm on my steez, I can do this shit with ease. And cut my hair in weeds, got her with these BDBs. Probably know the latest dances, but you never see me. I just put that penis on her ass and do the beanie weenie. They say, "Dude, you from the know, time to show." Now I can get groovy, cause they know what the flow about. Bitch, I ain't no showboat, just run tracks like Flojo. I'm a cool nerd if you don't know. I'm ass catching, they slow bro, and I slow poke on a whole dough. Them birds flock like a dodo. She bout action like a GoPro, then I show off like a logo. Look, weather getting chilly, I ain't noticed. Even with no ice, I'm frozen. Boy, you know that I'm the coldest with it.
All right, we back. We had the "Coldest" right there by John fucking Doe. So, brother, before we get out of here, man, I gotta know what you got coming up on your calendar right now. Any performances, any showcases, any new music, any albums?
Perfect. All that.
Yeah. All that.
So I just had a conversation today about a show coming up in shit. He ain't give me a date, but it's October, November. I'm gonna be posting it soon. But basically, I got that show coming up. I got a shoot, like a photo shoot, coming up next week for Houston Global Magazine.
Okay.
I'm also about to be in Voyage Magazine. And then I'm working on the album, aggressively working on the album. What I mean by that is it's September right now. If I can get it done by October, that'll be beautiful. And have it out like December or January or something like that. I got a video shoot the first weekend of October.
Okay.
For Coldest, the remix to Coldest. Actually,
Gotcha.
I meant to shoot you the remix.
Gotcha.
Because it got 6 people on it, but actually it's 5-minute song, so it's better that I didn't sing that.
Yeah.
But basically, and they got all the rappers on there are from Louisiana. They're from the booth, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a Louisiana remix. And I did it like that on purpose because just in case I end up doing like a Houston remix, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be...
You're forward thinking, brother.
Yeah, man, just trying to kind of, leave opportunities available, especially because I bought the beat and it wasn't like no lease and nothing like that. So I kind of play
You
with
got
it a little bit.
exclusivity.
You know what I'm saying?
to
Yeah, you dig? So we can do whatever we want with that thing. So the video shoot for Coldest is going to be first weekend of October. Have a show coming up in either October or November. I'm going to be throwing my own show, part 2 to my show. I threw a show called Live from the Bayou. It was all Louisiana artists. It was a Louisiana DJ who was playing Louisiana music with Louisiana food. You know what I'm saying? So it's like putting New Orleans on the map, Louisiana on the map in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm going to do a part 2 and I'm going to bring more Houston involved. So it's going to be like Houston meets Louisiana, you dig? Because this is the Bayou City. It was called Live from the Bayou. So I want to merge those two a little bit better on the second one.
Gotcha.
And I got some really good shit planned for that.
Okay.
So album, at least 2 shows before the year's over with. At least 2 more features in other magazines before the year's over with. And I do plan on throwing some more events, and I'm gonna be dropping tracks and promo tracks and all types of shit. So even before the album is done, I'm going to 2 different studios. One studio I'm going to record the album. The other studio I'm going to, I'm doing like promo tracks just in case I start working on another project, or just in case I want to drop some shit before the album come out. Earlier this year, before I dropped Tubbins, I dropped 10 tracks in a row, back to back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff I like to do. I like anybody that is a supporter. I want them to be able to have content. So you go to my SoundCloud, you'll find some stuff, and then you go to like my Spotify, you'll find some other songs that sound on SoundCloud and vice versa.
You on Apple Music too?
Yeah, I'm on Apple Music, man. I'm on all that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it ain't, you know, it ain't no play.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anywhere that you consume music, you can find me at. So, and I'm John Fuggin though on everything, and it's not fucking, it's not cursing. Technically, it's Fuggin.
I got that Texas slang, so it sounds like I'm saying fucking. I'm saying fuggin.
John Fuggin Dough, D-O-U-G-H, you know, so you can find me on all social networks on that same thing. Somebody up in there breaking your shit. John Fuggin Dough on everything and all social media and all places where you can consume music for free or purchase. I'm with it.
Man, there you have it. Hey, before we get out of here, bro, I'm gonna let you introduce this song to me. I like the, man, I just like the whole concept behind it, brother. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Man, Tubbins is a super important track, man, for me, just because I feel like what it's supposed to be and hopefully what it turns out to be. Boy, you're not about to be in this video. But what Tubbins is supposed to be and what I hope that it eventually turns into is a track that kind of represents the culture and a shift from, you know, just representing the U.S. We can have our own subculture within the U.S. and I don't want to get too, you know, whatever with it, but Tubbins is important to me and it should be important to you. And it's basically, when you say I want them Tubbins, you're basically saying I want that money. You did?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, it just has a conscious undertone to it. And I hate using the word conscious because it's overused, but it has a conscious undertone to it. But it's basically like, I want that money and I want this kind of money. And the last thing, at first it was a song like, hey, we want them Tubbins in support of them because the Obama administration was like, yeah, cool. Yeah. And then this boy basically like, hey, we ain't worrying about doing them Tubbins. So now it's like a protest song. Like, nah, bitch, we need them things right now. You know what I'm saying? So either way, no matter how you cut it, we want them Tubbins. We did.
There you have it. Texas 101 Jam. Get it.
I don't really rap about money, but fill my pocket with them Tubbins. Bitch, I do not want them honeys. Fill my pocket with them Tubbins. I don't really rap about money, but fill my pocket with them Tubbins. Bitch, I do not want them honeys. Fill my pocket with them Tubbins. We want them Tubbins, ho. 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 With them Tubbins. Man, look how far we didn't come. Some people saying that was a crumb. Some people saying that was just dumb. I just wanna know where do I get them from.